Hi everyone, welcome back to Road to Becoming a Millionaire. Before we start talking about budgeting, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the support on the first video. Got loads more views than I expected, so I really do appreciate that. But let's get straight into it. Budgeting is probably the most boring aspect of finance, but at the same time it's one of the most important, and you need to start doing it as soon as possible, because if you don't, you're not going to be splitting out your money to put into assets, and you're just going to be losing it on expenses that you aren't prepared for.
I declare bankruptcy!
But hopefully, unlike Michael Scott, you'll have watched this video and will know everything about budgeting and will never go bankrupt in your lifetime. So on screen right now, you can see my upcoming budget for March. As you can see, my bank is only £150. I've just done an investment into Lloyd's, put 750 quid into them, so that's why it's way lower than last video. Then you can see my net wage. I always put that in just before, just so that I know how much money I'm gonna have for the whole month. Then you can see my expenses all broken down. I'm gonna go into more detail on the main ones, but the other ones you can see for yourself. You don't need to know too much about them. So my first saving is my main saving. I'm gonna call it that for everyone, because not everyone's gonna be saving for a house right now or ever. But for me, I'm saving for my house deposit. So I've got £350, and I also include the £50 at the bottom, the fee saving / furniture saving, into that. So I saved £400. I got to that figure by working out the deposit me and my girlfriend wanted on our future house, dividing that by the amount of months we wanted to save for, but the actual move out date, which I said was mid-2022. So yeah, in summary, have your main saving. This could be going into stocks if you want to put a large portion of your money into stocks or something like that, or you might be saving up for a real estate property. It all depends on your situation, but like I say, work out what you want to save per month and put it aside. I do this by actually putting a standing order in my bank just to make sure it does go out, so I'm not forgetting. I advise doing that too, just so you never miss out. So the next main expense I'm going to talk about is credit card payments. This is going to also be very subjective to everyone. Some people might not have any credit card payments, some people might have loads. It does depend on your situation. If you have a credit card that is racking up interest, you want to make it your priority to get rid of this as soon as possible before you start with savings for your main asset, because if you're not doing that, the interest is just going to be taken away from your future earnings. So you want to get rid of that as soon as possible, and it's just always good to have the debt wiped off your head. If you've got a 0% interest card, it might be a strategic play to just leave it for now and have more money to invest with or put into savings, because that's what I did. I had a 0% card for 18 months, had about £1,000 on it. I just left it for quite a while, but now my 0% offer is running out in May, so I had to pay off all of that. So that is my last credit card payment. After that, I'll be credit card debt free, but I will still keep my credit cards open just in case I find any opportunities where I don't have the cash flow to fund it and I can make a quick buck on something. Then the third main expense that I want to speak about is any loans you have outstanding. This doesn't apply to student loans because you don't really have to worry about them. I didn't go to uni, so I haven't got that on my head, but if you do, never pay that off early. Just leave the government to take what they want out of your earnings to pay for that. But I'm talking about, like for me, I had a car loan that's £400 a month. I actually got a bank loan to pay for my car, so my car isn't linked to the loan, so I could sell my car at any point, but it was a way more effective way of getting my car without paying loads of interest. I'm going to compare here the difference between me getting a car on finance and me getting a car using a bank loan, and you'll see the difference is pretty clear which the better solution is. But yeah, if you do have any loans, you don't want to be defaulting on them, so make sure you are paying them every month. This also affects your credit score, so make sure you're not missing them. But I also advise that your
Go ahead, spit it out, man.
income isn't being taken up too much from loans. Like for me, 400 out of 1700 isn't that big. It's about 30%, so I've still got 70% left to play with, and I've got it only on 18 months, so I won't have that on my head for too long. Then I have my investment savings, which is called my stock savings. On that budget, I'm saving £400 every month. I got to this figure by working out all the other expenses first, so that I've left with what I can pay myself with. I roughly had about 600, 700 disposable income left after I accounted for everything. So then I decided to put 400 into stocks each month, because I really do want to be building my portfolio as much as possible while I'm earning. And right now we're in lockdown, so I'm not spending too much money like on needless stuff or going out. Finally, I advise you opening an emergency savings account. For me, that's £50 into premium bonds. This is probably better than a normal savings account. But yeah, I advise about 5% of your net income, just so you're prepared for your unexpected expenses, like say if you have a car crash and you have to pay out on your excess. One thing you do need to make sure you consider is yearly payments. Like I forgot that I still have my Xbox Live membership, 50 quid gone down the drain, I didn't even expect it. So make sure you do make a note, like I have here, of your yearly expenses and the date they're meant to come out, just so that you're prepared. Check those every month as well, just so that you don't have to include them or not. One side note I will make, a lot of people don't know that it's much cheaper if you buy your phone outright and then just get a SIM only deal. I don't know why it's not that well known, but I do it. I only pay 25 quid a month now. I know a lot of people who will be paying like 60, 70 quid each month. But it's all up to personal opinion. Some people like changing their phone every year. I have had this phone for about 3 years. I'm fine with it. So it's all down to personal opinion, I guess. So those are the main things I would consider when you're preparing these budgets. Make sure you're including all your definite expenses, like I have with my SIM card and my fuel, stuff like that. Because you don't want to be leaving anything to surprise that's going to harm your disposable income. And then what I will say about your disposable income, make sure you leave like some left over. You don't want to do your budget to the penny, because if you do that, you're going to take the fun out of it. You're also going to be worried if there's any unexpected expenses, because then you might end up going in your overdraft or having to dip into savings. You don't want to be doing that, so make sure you leave some breathing room in your disposable income. For me, that was like 250 quid. Next month it'll be like 370 because I don't have my credit card payment. That's probably a lower value at the moment because of we're in lockdown. Come July, August sometime, I might alleviate some of my stock investing or something like that to have more disposable income, so I can actually go out and spend it properly. But yeah guys, that's everything I wanted to say on budgeting. I'm gonna leave in the description a link to my budget spreadsheet template. I do this on Google Sheets or Google Docs. You can access this on your laptop or your phone. There's an app for iPhone and Android. All you have to do is log into Google. It's a free service, they never make you pay. It's really good. When you click this link, it will bring up the template. You won't be able to edit it in this template. You'll have to copy and paste into your own spreadsheet. So start doing it, see the value that you'll get from it, and start planning where your money's going to go before you get it, and you'll end up with a lot more in the long run. But that is going to do it for the video guys. Thank you so much for watching. Next video is going to be on investing. I know this will probably be helpful for a lot of people because I've had a lot of questions from people who have never invested before on what to invest, how much to invest. So I'm going to speak about all that in my next video. I'm not saying I'm a perfect expert, but I've done it for about a year now and I've learned quite a lot from reading as well. So hopefully I'll be able to give you all some knowledge on that. But yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with friends and family. I really do appreciate it. That's all. Bye.